The following podcast is a part of RadioMisfits.com. And now it's time for the Mr. Nailsin Show. This is a Nailsin News Bulletin. So a man stabbed a woman to death in a Barnes & Noble, apparently because she was the closest person in the store. A man who recently arrived in Florida from Georgia stabbed a 65-year-old woman to death inside a Barnes & Noble bookstore because she was the closest person to him. The incident occurred shortly before 8 p.m. on a Monday at the store on Legacy Avenue in Palm Beach Gardens. Cops arrived to find the woman, later identified as Rita Sherrich, I guess, with a knife embedded in her back. She was rushed to the hospital where she died during surgery. Cops developed a suspect description after interviewing witnesses and examining surveillance video. Officers located the man, 40-year-old Antonio Moore, about a quarter mile from the store and took him into custody. Moore allegedly told police he had been in the area for about a week after taking a bus from Georgia. He was charging his phone in the store when the incident occurred. He allegedly admitted to officers that he had no prior interaction with the woman before fatally stabbing her. Antonio stated there was an internal buildup that led to his fight or flight response kicking in, with Rita being the closest person inside the store. Antonio took the fixed blade knife he had inside his jacket pocket and stabbed Rita in the back. Moore said he heard Sharich say, "He stabbed me." She seemed to be in shock with, being stabbed, he allegedly said. He then ran into some nearby woods until he was located by law enforcement. The suspect is facing a first-degree murder charge. He's being held without bond in the Palm Beach County Jail. Management for a Legacy Place shopping plaza where the stabbing occurred released the following statement.
We are deeply saddened by the tragic death of a customer following an incident on property. Our hearts are with the victim's family, friends, and all those impacted. Police responded quickly, and the suspect was taken into custody shortly after the incident. Safety remains our top priority. We are working closely with local law enforcement, enhancing our on-site security presence and reviewing protocols and tenets. Yeah. We want you to keep shopping at Barnes & Noble, But, I don't know. What do they do with the safety protocols? They just, hey, if they look like that Moore guy and look how wigged out he is. Yeah, I don't know. What can you do? They probably have a case, sue Barnes & Noble. I was discriminated against. Who the hell knows? Just be on the ready and stand nearby. I don't know. Holy crap. What a mess. Yeah. And then, of course, his explanation was, well, she was the closest one next to me, and I felt a rush of needing to kill. Whatever the hell, But I guess it's like the old adage, why did the man climb the mountain? Well, it was there.
This has been a Nailsin News Bulletin.
You are about to come face to face with Basket Case. Please slip on your free, specially designed surgical mask that has been provided for you. Be certain it's fastened tightly. Let's all step into the operating room together. Dr. Needleman has just finished sedating the patient. The operation will now begin.
Nurse, the scalpel, please. He's conscious.
Oh, there's blood all over my mask. All over the room. Oh.
Basket Case, a different twist in horror. To keep the blood off your face, a free, specially designed surgical mask will be provided to every patron entering the theater. Don't dare enter without your mask.
Something's happening to Ape Wonder.
Oh my God, he just barfed his guts up all over the pavement.
Ew, that's really disgusting, but it's probably for the best, as he has clearly vomited up the toxins that Lot Lizard was using to control him.
Indeed. It's up to Frog Prince to rid us of the final threat that we're dealing with tonight.
I'm afraid that's where you're wrong, Night Night.
What?
The real
Holy
threat
crap!
Oh my God!
was me.
It's him! Bogey Man!
Quick, Bugaboo. I've got an extra gas mask. We've got to put them on to protect ourselves from the boogeyman's fear of gas.
Don't waste your time, Night Night. I no longer need the utilization of my chemical knowledge. How soon you forget that at my behest are the powers of the Bewitcher.
Oh, shit. Damn it. Yeah, I forgot all about that. Damn it.
Yes, it should come as no surprise that you would forget my newfound powers, Night Night. But such is the element of an incompetent mockery of a man. Case in point, I wonder what would happen if, say, a swarm of insects peeled your night-night mask off, revealing your true face to the public so that all can see who this idiot truly is.
No, not that. No, anything but that. No.
As for you, Florence, allow me to untie your tongue from Lot Lizard. By the way, Lot Lizard, take 5. Anyway, Frog Prince, prepare for... Get it, Bogey Man. I'm strong enough to whoop your ass, you pathetic Freddy Krueger wannabe. No, is that so, Frog Prince? I don't think so. What if we were to change the venue to, say, a desert? What the hell? Where are we? Where'd the parking lot go? Where's Fat Woody? As I just told you, I transported you to a desert, bereft of bars, bereft even of a gas station. No cheap draft beer, not a single drop, Frog Prince. I'm afraid here, everything, including your throat, is dry. No! No, get away, not my mask.
Only have to concentrate. Only one thing to do is activate my emergency A.S.S. beacon. Meanwhile, high above in orbit, we find the secret satellite headquarters of the A.S.S., the American Super Society, where in the break room is Sun King explaining to some of the other gathered members and a few others to listen to his explanation as to where he's been for the past few days or so. And so, thanks to the help of Dr. Mausoleum, who turned out to be a fairly decent guy despite having once been a potential homicidal supervillain, and of course my lovely sister Sunshiner and her new girlfriend Night Fury, we were able to escape from that phantasmic realm in between dimensions back here to good old Earth.
Wow, that's amazing, Sun King, and thank God, and you know, your friends getting you back to us, where you belong.
Yes, well, I'm still at a loss as to how Whizbang came to be alive. I mean, as grateful as I am for that outcome, I'm still puzzled by it. Oh, well, I think Dr. Mausoleum can explain it better than I can, but at the moment, he's busy working with Rex Rain and Ordor on what to do about those nasty criminals Sarcophagus and Sepulchre.
What? I mean, do you think that's wise for so many supervillains to be working together like that?
Oh, don't worry. I left my sister and her girlfriend in charge. Hey, look, don't mistake that bubbly attitude of hers for, incompetence or anything. I'm sure it'll be just fine. What the hell is this?
As I have recovered
don't worry, Sun King. That's Dr. Deja Vu.
we can
Dr. Deja Who?
No.
Where
Vu.
is a
What?
wonder? I would have thought Night and Frog Prince could have retrieved him by now.
Great mascara! The trouble alert!
Yes, it appears it's coming from Night.
It looks like he's somewhere located near Fat Woody's. What kind of an emergency could he have down there that would call for an A.S.S. operation?
Oh, he and Frog Prince went down there to recruit Ape Wonder.
What?
It's this super ape with the human brain or something. I don't know.
Well, again, I don't understand why this would call for our
I'm
involvement.
afraid that's a very long and complicated story, to say the least, Sun King. Nevertheless, I'm sure Night's trouble involves the evil machinations of the Bewitcher.
Well, now, hold on a minute. And nothing against ghosts, Mr. Whoever you are, but I'm not about to take orders from, a ghost.
For the millionth time, I'm not a ghost. This is my astral projection of myself. My body is otherwise occupied. We really need to deal with this Bewitcher thing before he destroys the universe.
Well, see here,
No, listen, Sun King, take her word for it. Dr. Deja Vu here is he's right about this.
And although I don't know all the particulars, Sun King, I'm going to have to agree with the flea.
Well, thanks, Dr. Spectacular. It's nice to have a little backup once in a while.
What?
Well, at least you get a little more backup than his wife does these days.
What?
I can't believe you shanghaied me from across the galaxy just to come here and listen to this spat.
Star Rider is correct. We must act immediately and go to Fat Woody's to aid Night.
No, I'm afraid that's not going to happen. You guys aren't going anywhere.
What?
Whizbang, you're up and about.
Yes, it's good to see you're doing well, Whizbang, but what's this about we're not going anywhere?
Oh no. If Whizbang is here, it can only mean...
Yeah, there's no fooling you, huh, Dr. Deja Vu? That's right. Though this
May be the physical form of Whizbang, it is now completely and utterly possessed by me. And so now I walk amongst you in your universe, the very universe which will soon completely belong to the Bewitcher. Oh no, this sounds just awful. What could possibly happen now? Well, you'll just have to check out the next exciting episode of Sun King. And then after that, come back for the next exciting episode of Night.
Night. This has been a Nailsin production. The Night Night theme song is performed by Alistair White and his lovely wife, Heather. Incidental music is courtesy of Kevin MacLeod. All characters are performed by me, Douglas Nelson. Join us again, won't you?
I am preparing to perform an operation that for over 20 years every doctor has refused to perform. You will come face to face with Basket Case. You'll be the judge of my success or failure. Nurse, slip on my specially designed surgical mask.
Dr. Cutter, I beg you one more time. Please ask for another nurse to assist you.
It's too late now. The patient has been sedated. He's awake!
I can't take it. He's better off dead. Hasn't he killed enough? Oh, let him die. Get me out of here. There's blood all over my face. Blood everywhere.
Basket Case. A different twist in horror. To keep the blood off your face, a free, specially designed surgical mask will be provided for every patron entering the theater. Don't dare enter without your mask.
This is a Nailsin News Bulletin.
A man stabbed his wife 40 times and then bashed her head in with a hammer. What? He claims it was all in self-defense. An Illinois man is behind bars for brutally slaughtering his wife with a knife and a hammer. Hector Lavianos Barrera, 37, stands accused of 2 counts of murder in the first degree. The underlying incident occurred during the early morning hours on a Tuesday at an apartment on Church Street in Batavia, a small town located on the western edge of the Chicagoland metro area. The 911 call came in around 4:30 a.m. and was made by the defendant himself. Officers found Lavianos Barrera outside of the residence where he was taken into custody without incident. Inside, the man's wife was found with significant, life-threatening injuries. The victim later died at the scene of the crime as paramedics attempted life-saving measures. The fatal violence was described as domestic-related. The Kane County Coroner's Office later identified the victim as Nomi Parada Narvaez, 43. While initial details about the carnage were scarce, the Kane County State's Attorney's Office relayed harrowing and gruesome accusations during a hearing on Christmas Eve, according to a courtroom report. During the attack, Lavianos Barrera stabbed his wife 20 to 30 times in her head and an additional 20 to 25 in her back, neck, and chest. The defendant also repeatedly hit the woman's body and head with a hammer. By the end of the onslaught, the woman was covered in lacerations and had a broken skull. The defendant, for his part, allegedly told police he was defending himself on the night in question. The prosecutor ridiculed that account and described the incident as a brutal and violent attack that went well beyond any inkling that it was self-defense. Lavianos Barrera said the night began with the couple drinking alcohol while watching a movie, but eventually deteriorated when his wife accused him of infidelity and began throwing objects at him. The defendant allegedly went on to tell law enforcement he hugged his wife in a bid to defuse the tense situation, but came to find out she was holding a knife behind her back. At that point, Lavianos Barrera allegedly said he pried the knife away from Narvaez and pushed her down, but the woman would not relent. Finally, the defendant said he admittedly began stabbing her and bashing her with the hammer repeatedly. I defended myself and exceeded myself and killed her, he allegedly said. The woman was found lying down face down on the floor with a blanket covering her body. Lavianos Pereira is currently detained in the King County Jail without bond. You know, a lot of perpetrators try to come up with a story to skate on the consequences of their crime. This one, I mean, just how powerful and vicious was this woman? The prosecutor says it's laughable, but well, we'll have to see, you know. I mean, was she super strong and he had no choice? And then in the frenzy, he was like, oh wait, maybe after the 40 or so times of knifing her. And then, hey, I know, I'll grab a hammer. Yeah. And then, was that too much? Yeah. Oh, well, I guess he'll find out how that'll go.
The views and opinions expressed during the Mr. Nailsin show do not necessarily reflect those held by RadioMisfits.com. So, any complaints and or comments should be sent to @Mr. Nailsin on Twitter, where they will be promptly ignored and or blocked. This is a Nailsin News Bulletin.
A woman in a Walmart parking lot tried to stab a shopper through a car window. A woman in Missouri robbed a convenience store with a pocket knife before traveling to Walmart and attacking a shopper sitting in the parking lot. Samantha Feeler, 31, faces a slew of charges, including attempted robbery, assault, unlawfully using a weapon, and armed criminal action. All felonies. The alleged crime spree occurred at 3 p.m. when Feeler entered a Sinclair convenience store located on 2003 North Bishop Avenue in Rolla, Missouri. According to a probable cause statement, she walked up to the checkout counter, displayed a pocket knife, and demanded money from the cashier. "Open the drawer and give me money," the suspect allegedly ordered. "Open the drawer, or I'm going to kill you." The cashier backed away from the register and attempted to press the panic button located beneath the counter, but was unsuccessful. Feeler then left, and soon after, an officer with the Rolla Police Department responded to the scene. Less than an hour later, Feeler is believed to have threatened someone else. This time, she was at the Walmart Supercenter, located on South Bishop Avenue in the city. Feeler parked her car in the parking lot and approached the woman as she was seated inside her vehicle. The woman rolled her window down, at which time Feeler displayed the same knife used during the robbery at Sinclair and threatened to stab her. The woman began screaming for help as Feeler reached through the open window and grabbed something. The woman continued to scream as she tried to roll a window up. Feeler reportedly then returned to her vehicle and later entered Walmart. At about 4 p.m., the same officer who responded to the Sinclair convenience store arrived at the superstore. Officers were focused on the suspect by this time. While Feeler was inside Walmart, she actively resisted officers. She was eventually arrested, with authorities noting she was wearing the same clothing that she was observed wearing during the robbery at Sinclair. She didn't even change. dealer was transported to the Phelps County Jail, but according to the court document, her transgressions had not ended. As her handcuffs were removed, she attempted to grab a department-issued taser from an officer's vest, and while being fingerprinted, she fled from the booking area. She was subsequently cuffed again and placed into a jail cell, where she remains. Her bond was set at $250,000. I wonder if they just hog-tied her, So anyway, there you go. If you see someone coming up to your car while you're sitting in your car in the Walmart parking lot, don't roll the window down. I don't care what the problem is. Don't.
This has been a Nailsin News Bulletin.